Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, with some brand new Pokemon news that might be pointing us a little bit closer to the new potential Pokemon game that could be coming out hopefully soon, and some new information on Zygarde, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So make sure you guys pay attention and like the video if you're feeling it. Now, before we jump into things, I gotta talk to you guys. I am super duper hyped because I think this could basically give us a lot of insight into what's going on. So the first thing that dropped is a CoroCoro leaked, which is a magazine. So it just leaked, and there's some images, and you'll see them on the screen, whatever else. So Mega Evolution Act 4 is like about to happen. Now, if you look at all the Mega Evolution, posters or teasers or whatever, they all only show Pokemon that we know to have Mega evolved. Now, what's interesting about this poster is the fact that it includes the Pokemon Zygarde on it, and we know Zygarde does not have a Mega Evolution, but we did see some silhouettes a few weeks ago that a lot of people speculated to be potentially a new Zygarde Mega Evolution or Primal Evolution or whatever it's gonna be, and I think this is really concrete evidence that this is a huge possibility. Now, I know a lot of people speculated this previously, but I really think that this is pointing right in that direction, that Zygarde is gonna be getting a new Mega Evolution or a Primal Evolution or something like that. Another thing to keep in mind and point out is that in the game files of Pokemon ORAS, you can actually find that there's two exclusive moves, 1000 Waves and 1000 Arrows, and both these two moves are ground-type moves believed to be exclusive to Zygarde. However, they are not released yet, but they're in the coding of the game. Now, these two moves are really good moves. They're kind of like Earth Power in a way in terms of, like, stat-wise, but what they do is one of them actually will keep your opponent from fleeing if they get hit with it, and the other one will actually be a ground-type move that hits flying types. That could really make Zygarde a lot better. Now, having these two forms, having Pokemon X and Y, that's really pushing me into the direction that there's going to be a Pokemon XZ or YZ, which is the theory that I've had for quite a while. They've already said that, Pokemon Z is unlikely, but I don't see why they wouldn't do something similar to what they did with Black 2 and White 2, where they come out with two versions of the game. Each game has an exclusive Zygarde form with a certain Mega Stone. I think the dots are starting to, the puzzle's starting to come together. I think it's starting to get really clear as to what's going on. But what is not clear, these are just speculations by the way, but what's not clear is this little green blob thing, right? So this green blob thing was first seen in, the Pokemon the movie X and Y, popped up on the screen. The internet went crazy trying to get pictures of this thing. Finally, we have some concrete, and I mean real concrete, screenshots of this in the CoroCoro magazine. Now, this little green blob, I was potentially speculating is going to be the start of Generation 7, which would be kind of that Mew, that Victini, that Celebi figure with base stats 100 across the board. But now I'm starting to change my mind on that, because if you see here in this picture, there's actually 5 of these little blobs. Blobby, there's 5 of him. So what does that mean? What does 5 Blobbies mean? I have no idea. But I'm really excited, and I'm curious to see what you guys are thinking. A lot of people have been speculating potential linked to Zygarde somehow. I mean, it's not unheard of. I mean, Manaphy has a pre-evolution in Fion. Why can't, Zygarde have a pre-evolution? Color-wise, I mean, it's almost there, right? They're both green. Is that enough to have some sort of concrete evidence? I have no idea, but it's an idea, But at the very least, it's a brand new Pokemon, and that, if you're a big Pokemon fan like I am, that is pointing in the exact right direction we want to go, hoping that a new Pokemon game will be announced in early 2016, which is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for that March 2016 release. That would be perfect. It would space out after a Mystery Dungeon just enough, and it would give us that game that we're all craving for. So I'm really curious to see whether it's going to be a continuation of Kalos region, which would be X and Y, or whether they're going to come out with Generation 7 or somewhere in between, kind of a hybrid, which is a lot of people speculating right now. And last but not least, if you haven't heard, there's quite a bit of information about a new product sheet coming out for Pokemon, and some mystery Pokemon included in that product sheet. Now, this is really pointing to the fact that there could be some new Pokemon coming out, and I think that's all super duper exciting news. So anyway, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think is going on here. We got lots of theories, lots of potential stuff, and I'm really thinking that this Zygarde is gonna get this Mega Evolution that we've all been speculating for a little while here. But if you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you guys hit a like button for me. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.